I like doing comedy because it makes me happy. It makes other people happy too, I guess, sometimes, but it makes me happy. And I say, oh, you get tested. I just feel pretty good. I'm Kelsey. I'm 21, and I'm a comedian. Currently, I'm involved in stand-up comedy and also a YouTube channel with another comedian. I hope one day that I can be a comedy writer. Like, being a part of the show is really fun, but I just don't see myself doing that forever. I would much rather write than act or perform. When I'm really committed to writing jokes, I try to write 5 jokes a day. But I guess like averagely, I just try to write like 1 joke a day. And they're usually really shitty, and then I cross them all out, but I have like 100 million to choose from. Really testing your jokes works best on stage because you just have no idea how people are gonna react to it. Some experiences on stage are really cool, like when people laugh at you, and then, or like when people clap, like that feels really good because that's usually people like agreeing a lot. They're like, I agree so much, I should move my hands. And then other times on stage, you can have really terrible experiences. The other night, I did stand-up, and this really drunk woman was in the audience, and I already knew, like, because I was the only girl who was going to do a show that night, I already knew this woman was going to give me a super hard time. And I stood up there for 1 second. I think literally all I said was my name, and she goes, "You have blonde hair." And she just yelled that at me for my whole set. But you know you have blonde hair. And then and I tried to comment on it. I was like, I have blonde hair. When you're going up on stage, like usually some comedians have gone before you or are going to go after you. So the MC gives you like an introduction, like, oh, this is Kelsey Kane. Or one time, the MC said, this girl's a fucking liar. And then they were like, Kelsey Kane. And then I got on stage and I had to do like 10 minutes. It was like so long to get such a bad introduction. When I go on stage, I feel, I'm pretty confident through the whole day, and then like 5 minutes before I go on stage, I'm like, oh, I'm probably gonna throw up there. Like that'll be bad. And then I just go up anyways, and then I get on stage and I'm like, oh, now it's just me talking. Awesome, good. That's how I prefer it. When I first get on stage, well, I guess I've gone through a lot of different things that I've done like in the past, but I still do a lot of different things because I haven't been doing it that long, so there's not like a set thing I know is just gonna be like, bam, they'll love me if I say this. But lately on stage, I've been just going up on stage and being like, I'm Kelsey, in like a really weird voice, and people are like, oh my god, we have to listen to you talk. Before I go up on stage for a show, I like to watch the other people. Like, I like to watch them because then I can get, like, some people are really funny and it makes you laugh. So you're like, I kind of forget about being nervous because I'm laughing. And then some people are really shitty and you're like, I'm going to do better than them. And that also makes you feel good. Around, like, the second or so act before mine, like, at smaller places, I go out and, like, think about what I'm going to say. I think that being on stage and then knowing that people are going to judge me really quickly makes the first 1 second of being on stage like the most intimidating and the most fun thing ever, because you're like, they're probably going to hate me. Let's get weird. Emotionally, right before I'm about to go on stage, I feel very tight. I don't know.
What's tight?
I didn't know that was an emotion.
How are you feeling right now? Tight?
Dog.